During a party at her lodge on Blackwood Mountain, a cruel prank causes Hannah Washington to flee into the woods. Her twin sister Beth follows her, but the two are chased by a flamethrower-wielding stranger, leading to their tragic fall from a cliff. Their bodies are never found, leaving the mountain shrouded in mystery. A year later, their brother Josh invites the same group of friends back to the lodge, setting the stage for a night of terror filled with masked tormentors, abandoned sanatoriums, Wendigos, and twisted revelations. The events culminate in a desperate fight for survival until dawn, where every decision determines who makes it out alive. Welcome to the Snake Pit, where we're full of bile and venom. I'm your host, Snake Daemon, and today we're looking at the latest attempt to turn a video game into a blockbuster. Well guys, the Until Dawn movie trailer is out, and honestly I've been wondering how they'd even go about adapting a game that's essentially an interactive movie into an actual film. How do you cut down an 8-hour story into a 2-hour movie? Turns out they decided to scrap the original structure entirely, ditch the game's clever chapter-style storytelling and replace it with a time loop. Yes, we've entered Groundhog Day and Happy Death Day territory. What a creative choice. Look, I get it, adapting something as interactive as Until Dawn isn't easy, but why go the lazy route of introducing a tired narrative mechanic to justify its runtime? The trailer shows the survivors endlessly reliving the same night of horror, trying to find the right decisions to escape. Sure, it's a nod to the game's branching choices, but it feels uninspired. The real charm of Until Dawn was its ability to make every decision feel personal to the player, not the characters reliving the same blood-soaked night over and over again. Maybe I've just watched too many horror films, but this trailer looks about as generic as they come. The setting and Wendigo lore are still intact, but everything else feels watered down. Josh's psychological breakdown? Gone. The careful build-up of tension between the characters? Gone. In its place, we get the same bland, jump-scare-laden formula that plagues modern horror. Sure, I'm happy to see the Wendigos back, they were the best part of the game, but slapping them into what looks like a reject episode of The Twilight Zone isn't enough to sell me on this. This entire adaptation feels like a Frankenstein's monster cobbled together from better works. Take Until Dawn, strip it of its unique identity, throw in a group of tired horror characters and tropes, add a dash of Groundhog Day, and mix in a smidgen of The Cabin in the Woods. The result? A stitched-together lumbering beast of mediocrity that lacks the heart or intelligence of the works it's trying to emulate. Sure, the Wendigos are back, and that's great, but it's like putting a fresh coat of paint on a crumbling shack. It doesn't fix the structural issues. Still, maybe it's unfair to judge a movie adaptation by its trailer. After all, Silent Hill managed to be somewhat watchable, despite taking liberties with the source material. Maybe Until Dawn can surprise me too. Perhaps the time loop concept could be used to explore deeper character arcs or provide fresh twists. Maybe the film will capture the eerie atmosphere and gruesome stakes that made the game so memorable. Or maybe I'm just grasping at straws because, let's face it, video game movies have a terrible track record. And that's all for today's rant. Let me know if you think Until Dawn could pull off a miracle, or if this is doomed to be another forgettable game adaptation. Thanks for dropping by the Snake Pit, where we thrive on untapped potential and lost opportunities. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell, like the video, and leave your opinions in the comments, where naturally I won't read them. Until next time, stay venomous.